Alright everybody, Everyday Angler here. As you can tell from the video, I'm going to be introducing you to the new boat. Now, disclaimer, I've actually had this boat for months now. I got it in winter from a buddy who just had a baby. He sold it to me at a super good deal and took it out. There was nothing wrong with the motor, but it sat for a year, unfortunately. So, old school two-stroke Johnson 140. Pretty big motor. Let me go ahead and switch this camera over. So yeah, old school Johnson 140. For those of you that don't know, I work on things for a living. I work on big rigs, truck and trailers, diesel stuff, big just machines, right? That thing kicked my butt. I cleaned the carbs, I did all types of stuff to it. Finally, I said, let me take it to a mechanic. Took it over to a place in North Georgia where they got me fixed up for fairly cheap. And there's still some funny stuff going on with it, but the mechanic told me, look, before we tear more into this thing, just take it out and see what happens. It was spitting and sputtering. I might have a video show you, I might not. But anyways, I took it out a week ago, and finally the motor stopped doing what it was doing before. It shut off on me once, but it started back up again and didn't happen again, but still working. I mean, he just told me a lot of these older two-strokes, just run them, and hopefully anything that was clogged up in it will clear out. So that's what powers this thing now. As you can see, it's a bit of a fixer-upper. This is the project baby right here, but I mean, it's a beast. 19 feet, almost whatever 90 inches is wide. You can see there's some, it's not cosmetically the best thing. Center console. I already put my little TFO sticker on it. Big old 82-pound trolling motor. Trolling motor works great. Nothing wrong with the trolling motor. Already got all the batteries and stuff. Let me give you a quick walkthrough. Like I said, this is just the introduction video for the boat. A few things I've done off camera that I know I haven't even showed you the boat yet. Rewired the trailer with brand new lights. Brand new lights, rewired the whole thing. Instead of grounding each light out to the trailer itself, of course the ground is on the trailer itself, but I actually ran ground wires on either side. So I just wanted to do it once, do it right? Now the serial number on this trailer is a TJZ. It's a Triton center console. It's got pods on the back, as you can see. It's a big boat, bigger than anything I ever used to. The raft is looking kind of sad right now. Haven't taken it out in a while. I'm in the middle of rewiring some of the stuff on my flipping switches and all that, so anyways, let's get inside and I'll give you all a quick walk around of this thing. All right, so got our bilge pump, battery, big old fuel tank back there. This, I have to take a bolt to take off. That's gonna get covered up. I guess that used to be a post to sit down in. Oh, I just stepped on that. Okay, I have all the covers and stuff that you see missing. I have them, I've just been working on it, right? You can see the last owner said this was a temporary thing, so definitely you can see why I'm re-going through all the wiring, right? So here is my trolling motor battery box. I would really like to relocate those to the front of the boat whenever I can. This is actually a pretty cool, oops, that's been in there for a while, live well. I forgot those things were in there. And it actually works. Well, it doesn't work because I don't have a pump, but it's all plumbed and wired. Like I said, I have all the covers for everything. See, I had a bunch of dirt and stuff stuck in here. I don't know, I guess it was sitting under a tree or what, but... So I started taking my pressure washer. I still haven't cleared this side out. I'll show you right now. Look at this, we got freaking trees growing here. Yeah, so there's like dirt, you see that? Just dirt. And the gutters, I guess you'd call them, because this is a false floor. It's not like a regular John boat where you just have ribs right here. See, these are the ribs. It's actually got a floor on top, so all that stuff is trapped. It's fully welded. All that stuff is trapped. So it's kind of tricky to get it out, but I want to. I'm trying. It's got some miscellaneous rivets missing. This is probably the only dry storage in the boat. I got my life jacket, dry box. See, I think I'd want to move the batteries here, but then I'd lose that storage. I'm not sure. And of course, the foot pedal trolling motor. Trolling motor works fine. Of course, everybody wants especially the rivers. You guys know I fish nothing but rivers, really. Spot lock and all that. And I don't know if I just want to bolt it down because it's loose right now, or if I want to buy a cutout and recess it like on a bass boat. I'm still getting used to that thing. I've never run a foot trolling motor, but it works good. And you can see we don't really have a connector, so that's why I'm just going through the wiring of the thing, you know. History of the boat that I could find out, and let me show you the proof that I have. Number one, this boat was registered in Colorado. My buddy bought it from a government auction, so I'm guessing, sorry, it's hot out here. I'm guessing this boat was either seized at one point. You can see we've got some dings and dents all over it, but this thing was either seized at one point or it belonged to the government. My guess is that it belonged to the government and it was a work boat, just because you're not supposed to sell a boat if it doesn't have a horsepower rating, and this one doesn't, or you know, it doesn't have a sticker for it. So, and a lot of your commercial vessels, like government stuff like that, they won't have that. And as you can see, we've got a nice tunnel hole here. And because it was in Colorado, it had a tunnel hole. The other evidence I found here, I don't know if y'all can see that. You can just barely see it. You see what I'm looking at here? It says Jet, and this is a turbo sticker. So guess what? This little rough stuff going on with this boat, this thing used to be a jet boat. Yeah, I know. Pretty nice. Kind of, I wouldn't mind having a jet boat, right? Of course, that Johnson is a prop, and we've been using it on the river. Who knows? This thing might get a jet one day, and we're taking this thing up those mountain rivers chasing striper, right? We've got this homemade reinforced, it either used to be like a government boat or like, I'm guessing like a work boat on a barge maybe. But then, you know, you don't really get jets wherever you're servicing barge. But the hull itself, like I said, a little dinged up. But I've been in this boat almost, I can't really tell you exactly, but it does not take on water. Like there's no issues there, right? The hull is sound, everything's good. It just needs a little loving, which is why I'm starting I don't even have a name for it yet. So give me a name for it. But this is something that I'm excited to, and we took the visor and grab bar off, I don't know why. And if you really do some inspecting on this thing, this is bent, but this one's not. So I don't know, it's almost like this thing got knocked off the way this hole is kind of bent in, but we don't know what happened. It's a good boat. I got it for a stupid price, especially in the current market. I'll just tell you what I got it for. $2,500. The trailer itself, I could probably sell for more than that. So yeah, it's a Triton. Triton boats. It's a big boat, big boy boat. My truck, she's been good to me. She doesn't have trouble pulling it, but she does not like stopping when she's pulling this thing. So I think brake upgrades for that thing. I've actually decided to kind of, along with my fishing content, kind of bring in some of the other stuff I like to do. Work with my hands, work on stuff. So this thing's might have a little build series coming too. That's a sentimental truck to me, really. I love that truck. Takes me everywhere. Fishing, road trips. Ever since I was a kid, I was riding in the back of that thing. So that might get its own build series coming. But we're talking about the boat right now. So yeah, Everyday Angler's got the raft. I'm sorry, I need to take you out, I know. It's just been hard to link up with people recently, you know? And I've got some other home projects going on, and now I've got this thing, so it's gonna spend a lot of my time on. So yeah, just the introduction to the boat. Don't have a name for it yet. The plan right now is, and you know, I wish I would have been recording, but I wasn't. Took this out with my wife for the first time after I kind of felt comfortable that we weren't gonna get stranded, right? I got 3rd place in the Anything Goes Classic for the Hatch Outfitters. Won a 6-weight TFO combo. You know, I'm a big TFO guy, so I was happy. And you guys know that blue rod that I've caught so many fish on in my videos? I brought that one with me. Being the new boat owner that I am, I'm planed out. We're probably going almost 30. I wasn't like full throttle, right? And I hit a wake that I thought was okay, but it was not okay. Nothing crazy happened, but I did lose both of those rods to the river. And it wasn't even that, I don't think it was even that it was that bad. I just had a rookie move. Obviously I don't have no storage in this thing right now. I just had my reel sitting right here, not taped down or anything. Or no, I'm sorry. I had one sitting in there, one sitting in here with the tips just coming along this boat. And I don't know how or what. I think one of them caught the other one and they just went. I almost think they snapped, because what happened is the tips came up and it almost caught the water and they started just pulling. They just pulled out. So yeah, not the best. I mean, you know, I got to get used to the boat. So what I was gonna say was definitely getting some fly rod storage for the boat. Spinning rods, I can just buy some spinning rod holders from Walmart and bolt them up and we're good. But for fly rods, obviously 9 feet, it's a little more, you got to build some custom stuff, right? So like I said, so just an introductory video to the boat. Now I'm going to talk about what my plans for the boat are. Number one, this boat, like it is right now, it gets hot as hell. Like, if you're actually on the water during the day, especially right now in June, you'll burn your feet. You can't even barely sit down, right? So Amazon Sea Deck is on the way. Got to sand this baby down. That's the first thing we're going to do. Second thing, after the story I just told you, is rod storage. The rod storage is resolved. We'll be taking this thing out proper, right, on the river, everywhere. And then, you know, I want to paint it. I'm a big, like, Miami fan, like, saltwater stuff. Like, I would really like to paint it like a bay boat, kind of like a white and baby blue or white and teal type scheme, but that's farther along the way, right? This is just the introductory video, guys. One last look at her. Tell me what you think of the boat, if you can think of any names. Hopefully we're going to catch a lot of fish on this thing. And I love that it's big enough for salt, so whenever I go to a beach trip again or something like that, I don't have to stick to beach fishing. I can actually bring this thing with me and go out exploring. I just got to get comfortable with the boat before all that, right? So let's do this. Project center console. Project, insert name here. Introductory video. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm excited to start working on this thing. I'm actually about to shoot the first video sanding this thing down right now, so I'm pretty excited about that. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time on another episode of The Everyday Angler. So yeah, old school Johnson 140. For those of you that don't know, I work on things for a living. work on big rigs, truck and trailers, diesel stuff, big, just machine.